Are you struggling with decision fatigue, not knowing whether you should go with the 15 Pro or the 15 Pro Max? Well, in today's video, I gathered my thoughts as well as my review and use with both the 6.1 inch and the 6.7 inch to see which one is really worth it depending on your use case. I like both phones, but which one do I prefer? Stay tuned to find out which titanium iPhone is better. So before diving into this video, we need to look at the different subjects that will help us determine which iPhone is the best. So first of all, we're going to be talking about screen size. Secondly, we're going to be talking about one-handed usage. Then we're going to talk about pocketability as well as battery usage, the weight and the feel, the price, and then we're going to gather all of those up to see which one is best in the conclusion. Now, before diving into the video, we got to talk about the cameras. I mean, at the back of both phones, we have 3 thick cameras, or should I say lenses. So the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max only have one camera system in the way, but they have 3 different lenses for 3, or should I say more like 15 different use cases. So how does 3 and 15 correlate? Well, let's talk about it. So unlike last year with the 14 Pro and the 14 Pro Max, this year there's a notable camera related distinction. The iPhone 15 Pro Max right over here introduces a 5-time telephoto lens. It offers an enhanced zoom experience for stunning portraits as well as versatile shots. Now the 15 Pro on the other hand sticks with a 3-time telephoto lens. So the 5x lens can actually get you a more zoomed in telephoto look, which is great for things like portraits as I mentioned, and getting that compression in the lens is honestly very nice to have. Now initially I thought it may have been gimmicky, but after seeing what I could do with the lens paired with the action mode and everything of that sort, the kind of shots I could get as well as the kind of videos, I really started enjoying the 5x lens. Both phones have the exact same chipset, that being the A17 Pro. So let's now talk about screen size. The 15 Pro features a 6.1 inch display, while the Pro Max boasts a larger 6.7 inch display. Now both displays offer 120Hz adaptive Super Retina XDR displays. Now for me personally on the 15 Pro Max, having that bigger screen real estate really enhanced my viewing experience for different videos as well as social media consumption and just different things like messaging or maybe even photography. Just having a bigger screen really helps me gather as much content as I possibly can within that small little frame. Now, as I mentioned in the introduction, the 15 Pro Max comes in at 6.7 inches, while the 15 Pro comes at 6.1 inch. Now, just looking at it both in my hands, you could really see the difference and how much bigger of a phone the 15 Pro Max is. I mean, I could basically put my whole finger around the 15 Pro, but when it comes to the 15 Pro Max, I am nowhere near that, just because of the 6-inch difference between both phones, or I should say the 0.6-inch difference between both phones. And you might be like, well, how is it one-handed usage? Is it good? Is it bad? Would you recommend the 15 Pro Max using it with one hand? So if you have bigger hands, the Pro Max might be comfortable for you. However, for many, the Pro is the sweet spot for solid one-handed usage. Typing on the Pro is easier and more comfortable, especially if you find yourself needing to work your pinky just to hold your phone. And let's be honest, nobody wants a phone-induced carpal tunnel syndrome down the road. Now, what about the pocketability of both devices? Speaking of comfort, pocketability is a crucial consideration. Now, different pockets in your clothing have different sizes and tightness levels. The Pro, being smaller and lighter, fits more seamlessly into various pockets. So whether you're a front pocketer or a back pocketer, the Pro might just be the more pocket-friendly choice for you. Now, the moment that everyone has been waiting for in this video, battery life. Now, battery life is something that is super crucial for me personally as a digital creator, everything being online and always being on my phone to collaborate, make social media posts, or just managing my YouTube channel, or doing school or talking with friends and family, taking in news and sports, just see what's going on in the world, in our society. So battery life is super valuable to me, especially that I travel a lot, I'm always on the go, and I don't really like carrying portable chargers because it doesn't keep things as minimalistic as it could be. Now, having an internal battery that is super good is super great for me. Last year, 2022-2023, I jumped from the 14 Pro to to the 14 Pro Max, back to the 14 Pro, back to the 14 Pro Max multiple times just because of battery. Now, just as every year, the 15 Pro Max shines in this department, providing extra hours of usage. So if you're a heavy user or frequently on the go, like me, without access to any chargers, the Pro Max's longer lasting battery might be a game changer. However, with fast charging advancements, the Pro isn't left far behind. So if you don't mind charging a bit more often, the Pro could still be a strong one to consider. So now let's talk about the weight and the feel of the phones. Apple's efforts in making the Pro lineup lighter this year is very noticeable. The reduced weight along with a more balanced feel makes the Pro Max a more comfortable device to use. Now, the curved edges and tapered glass contribute to a sleeker and less boxy design, addressing the concern from previous models, specifically the 14 Pro and Pro Max from last year, being that the edges were pretty sharp and the phones were really heavy. Now, I had one of my friend's 14 Pro and I tested it with my 15 Pro Max, and believe it or not, the 15 Pro Max 6.7-inch display is lighter than the 6.1-inch 14 Pro, which is pretty impressive. So other than those key differences, both the 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max are very good flagship phones in this day and era. Now, Apple has done a fantastic job with replicating both phones pretty good. So there's not much to say about what one phone can do and the other can't, other than the camera, specifically 3x on the 15 Pro and 5x on the 15 Pro Max, or the screen size being a little bigger on the 15 Pro Max, as well as the battery being a tad bit better. But other than those three main things, camera, screen, and battery, you're going to be finding the exact same use with both the 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max. So if you're somebody that's really into photography, videography, creative work just like I am, the 15 Pro Max might just be the great choice for you. If you're somebody that cares about having a bigger screen real estate because you're always on the go and you basically abuse your phone like if you were to use a computer, again, 15 Pro Max might be for you. If you're somebody that has a very long day and maybe you're always on the go, you're traveling, or you just use your phone very heavy to edit videos or maybe play games or to stream with, or maybe you're mobile hotspotting, the 15 Pro Max's battery is going to be a very good choice for you. If the $1749 Canadian price point doesn't scare you, I would recommend getting the 15 Pro Max. Now, the 15 Pro Max comes with the exact same colors that the 15 Pro comes with, that being natural titanium, the one I got, blue titanium, the one I have on the 15 Pro, and then black titanium and white titanium. Now, I think the new colors this year, the blue titanium and the natural titanium, look pretty good. Now, if that $1749 Canadian price point does scare you, you might as well go with the 15 Pro, which is $1449. Now, there are a little differences there, because for the 15 Pro, it starts at 128 gigabytes, whereas the 15 Pro Max starts at 256 gigabytes. So when you weigh in both storage options, especially with the new ProRes log features as well as the enhanced camera on the 15 Pro Max, the $1749 price point is pretty fair. At the end of the day, it really boils down to what you prioritize. If you want that larger than life screen, the best battery life, and an all-around immersive experience, the Pro Max is certainly calling your name. On the flip side, if you value one-handed comfort, pocketability, and a lighter device, the Pro could be your ideal companion. Remember, it's all about finding the perfect fit for your lifestyle. So if you enjoyed this video, as well as these insights on both the 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max, make sure to subscribe down below because we're going to be having a bunch of other videos and just versus videos just like these ones. If you found this video helpful in gaining your knowledge or simply making a better informed decision, make sure to smash that like button, that way I know it helped you out. Share this video with whoever might find it interesting and comment down below your thoughts. Anyways, make sure to reach out to me on social media at TechRificItIs, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, coming soon, Threads, YouTube, TikTok. I believe that's it. It's been Alex from Techrific with both of the Apple flagship phones of 2024, and I can't wait to come back with more content. Next week, we're going to Vancouver. It's gonna be a blast. Anyways, subscribe because I need the money to finance those trips. Catch you guys later.